Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Parcel Simulator. It's Monday morning. We have many parcels on the rack of rail submissions that will be ready to go through shortly. In today's episode, we need to get our income up, make sure that everything's sort of working. I'm considering moving a couple of things around, like I'm going to actually not have the label maker so close to the ramp. That may be causing issues. And what I may do is also sell these and get somewhat downgraded versions. That may give me a little bit more control over how the packages work. But we've got a little collection of maritime deliveries to do. We've got a collection of air cargo packages that will be ready to deliver on Wednesday. These are on Tuesday. I have extra racks. I hope I have enough. I'm pretty sure I will. I think all the painting has been done. I don't think there's anything else on the conveyor belts and on the storage shelves. That is all sorted. So yeah, painting, decorating, get that new desk. Absolutely. And try and maintain this record after the mild disaster we had in the last episode. I'm hoping that this doesn't increase anymore. But honestly, it still doesn't look that bad. Anyway, there's lots to do. Let's get stuck in. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pick this one up, move that there, pick that up, move that, and put this in there. So that should maybe solve a few problems. What I might want to also do is get a couple of... Actually, if I was to move that one out, I can't remember how far these packages jump on level 2. Let's go into the shop, right down to the bottom. Oh, not there. Get the launcher conveyor. And while I'm here, let's get a few more trees. We'll start plonking them around. Alright, I should actually have got 2 of those conveyor jumpers. I want to do one for the other long jumper as well. Alright, let's get a tree in here. Maybe I'll put one in here as well. Yeah, that looks nice. Gonna be a little bit of a forest in here by the time I'm done. And we'll get another one over here. There. Right, this jump pad. If I do that, and I do one upgrade, grab a parcel and see what that does. Oh, doesn't quite make it. I don't want you going that way. So I'm going to have to extend things a little bit. And we'll put it over there. Drop that on. Yep, that's perfect. A little bit more control. Alright, let's put that down. So I'm going to pack this one up. Don't need it. And I'm going to need a bunch of straight bits again, because I'm going to bring this one back as well. Oh, heck, I'm not sure how many I need. I think I'll get... Let's just get 10. They're not too expensive. If I have to toss them, well, that's one of those things. But I'm going to get rid of this. I got 216 back for it. So yeah, in case you missed it, if you sell something, you get about 1/3 of the value back. I hope I have some green paint left. And red. Right, those are in. I just need to test this line over here. Oh my word. Oh, right. Where'd you go? I didn't get the other one to downgrade. So that's going to have to go. And we'll get one more. Dispose of that and grab our other one. Pop that in there and then give a test. Need to upgrade once. Try again. And perfect. Right, now just a bit of green and red paint. I should maybe upgrade this belt, but no, I'm not going to do that. Alright, I do have some paint. So let's go and sort. Okay, this is the same color. Yes, this is the red. Okay, so that is done. And put this one back. Good thing I kept the paint. Painting these ones green. And that looks good. So we'll pack up the green paint and put it back. Okay, I can still walk through here. I just need to be careful that I don't get in the way and get hit by a parcel, because that would be bad. It'll deflect to somewhere else. But I think we are good and we're ready now to jump into Monday. So let's open this gate, get that started. Hopefully we have a good day. And open that one. Now I think I have everything okay. Be interesting to see, although I should probably upgrade some belts over here. Just to move things on, and I'll do the same over here. So that, because some parcels bounce and some don't, and if they're close together, they sort of interfere with each other. And then I must also just keep an eye on the entry points to where I've got setups like this, because they do sometimes jam you. Like I said in the last episode, you need to separate these by one, have a belt in between. You know, sometimes they get stuck, they get hung up, and then it'll back up onto the racks, which will give you an indication that there's something wrong from a distance. But if you're not watching, like I might not be today because I'm going to be decorating and stuff, yeah, you could lose out on potential parcels. Anyway, it's early morning, everything's running as it should. Let's get ourselves a new desk. So I'm going to go straight for this one because it's the most expensive. And then while I'm here, we're going to go for some wall paint. But now there's two different types of wall paint. I think I might do some color coding. We have orange. Now I think each of these does 6, yeah, it has 6 uses, so it does 6 panels. I can't remember if the panels are half or one full bit of this. I think it's a full block from line to line. So I will get, let's get like 6 orange. We'll get 2 red. We'll get 2 black. Let's have a look. We need red and blue. Well, no, is that red? Yeah, that's red. And 2 blue. We'll try the darker wall paints at the top. But let's get that. How's everything looking over here? Everything looks fine here. Nothing building up back there. Good, good. And I've picked everything up off the truck. Right, our new belt jumping system seems to be working a lot better. Everything's flowing pretty well. So that's the answer. When you do this, don't upgrade these to level 3, because if you do, you may end up in a spot of bother. So far, this is all looking good. I might just upgrade those belts, just speed things up, because it looks like there's a little backup going on over there. We're not getting any backup, so this little plan of mine over here might actually be working a bit. Basically what I'm doing is I'm splitting the line a little bit, and instead of sending all the rail and truck through there, the rail and truck coming from this side of the facility can get split out over here. So far, so good. Alright, let's find that desk. Probably that one. It is. Ooh, very nice. Put it over there, just for a moment. Let's move our... We don't need this anymore. I'm going to pack that up. We are too cool for that. But it's nice to have our little printer and our tablet. So we'll move our printer, put it over there, and we'll move our tablet, put it over there. Our tablet now looks even fancier. And then I can get to this table and I can pack this up. Can I? Whoa, is it not going to let me? I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I think maybe I'll just take it out. Can we put it outside? Yeah, we can. That's going to be our outside table, because you can't actually pack it up. How are we looking? Nothing backing up here. These are all fine. Nothing backing up here. This is flowing very nicely. There's no backup there. That's fantastic. It's running super smooth. And we have a new desk that I think I'm going to put like this. Yeah, that looks quite nice. So let's do some testing. Got the orange. I'll open that and equip it. Now it looks the same as the other paint, but it will not work on conveyor belts. So we'll start over on this side. There we go. And we're going to color code our walls. Not bad, not bad. So one bucket did that. And we'll grab another one and equip that. Everything's still running okay. It is. It's super smooth today. It's really super smooth. We're at 432 and we haven't even cleared this rack. In fact, we are miles away from having that rack cleared. Might be a good day. Okay, so here's a little bit of a hang-up, but I think it'll rectify itself. Right, painting. I may have got a little too much orange, but I think I'm going to be able to use it. In fact, I'm going to put some over here. There's nothing on this wall. Right, let's do the red. This is for the outputs. And just like that, this little area is cleared up. Nice. So we'll put some red over there and there and there. That will mark off that this area is a declined zone. And we'll hop over and do the same on the other side. Perfect. This is coming together. Right, did I get... I don't think I got yellow. I don't think I got black either. But I did get blue. So the end of the day has happened. Everything is through and it was very fast. And we're still waiting for those racks to clear. It's Fantastic. All right, blue zone right here. We'll do that one. And this will be the pink zone or something. Oh, wow. I didn't really do a good job. Well, I think maybe I can use the orange on the upper walls. Mind you, there is place for some more orange. So let's equip that. We're going to go and do a little bit around the corner here. And then we'll do that whole wall. Because this really is the orange zone. There we go. Oh, it does make the place look nice. That is all good. I think maybe a little bit more red. I mean, literally like one more panel. That one. Then we're going to need some yellow, black if possible, and pink. So, back to the shop we go. Alright, so it will be one of those. We don't have yellow. So I wonder if I should replace the yellow and just put orange there. Maybe. Oh, there's black. I can get one of those. Good. Yeah, we've got orange, so that's fine. We'll just do those two. And we'll do orange at the road freight outlet right over here. And perhaps just a bit more over there. I'm gonna drop these. I got way too much. Right. Why did I get purple again? Oh, for there. Yeah. Alright, let's do that. No, it's not exactly right. But it'll do. Okay, that one is done. Put that down, and then the black. We will do that and that. Okay, nice. As a matter of interest, yes, you can do these top portions. So what do I do those with? We could make the place look really dark, like very industrial, by using black, and I've got all this black paint. Or we could liven it up with a bright color. Oh hey, there's a wall that hasn't been done. I need some more orange. Yeah, we'll do this in orange. Have I got all the walls? All the lower walls anyway. It looks like it. Yeah, we're over 600. We're at 608 now, and we still have parcels going through. There's one that didn't make it. Is this yeah, it's a denied one. So it didn't quite hit this belt. Yeah, and here I am just trying to figure out now. I'm not sure if this is a different, darker. It does seem darker, so that would be. Well, let's have a look at the white on this one and the white on this one. I don't know. It seems a little darker. I'm definitely not going white, but I do want to go lighter. Lighter makes the place look a bit bigger. Oh heck, you know what? I think I'm just going to go with orange. We're just going to go orange. Yeah, it looks slightly different up there, but not terrible. I'm probably going to need to buy some more of this, or I could use the bug where you repackage it and it fills it back up. But nah, I've got so much money. I don't need to do that. Yeah, okay. I'm not opposed to that at all. Orange is good. Alright, how are we doing? We're almost finished. We've got 656 packages. I think I'm going to need about 3 more buckets of paint. So we'll get the orange and we will check out. And it does look like the end of the day has come. 672 and absolutely no issues. Excellent. Alright, well, I think I'll just unpack these. I'll put them down over here for now. And we'll go sleep so that we can start the next day. And this is what our progress looks like. We did pretty well. 400 approvals, they went through and there were no real hitches. We made 75,000. Not bad. Cool. We'll open the door. We'll open the gates. We'll grab the paint. Oh, yes, it disconnected itself. So if you want to pack things neatly, put them on a pallet and then go to bed. And then they'll be in nice, neat stacks. Right, where am I going to put this down? I think I'll put it down over here. Tuesday is, I believe it's Maritime Day. So we'll hop over here and just quickly open this gate, let these flow out. How are we doing? We have enough space for another day, I think, for the air cargo. Our buffers are doing well. And back to painting. We are almost there. 1 more bucket left and about 4 more panels and we should be good. There's nothing we can do over on that side. That doesn't have a double volume area. Last 4 pieces and we are done. Wow, very, very colorful in here. Oops, I did that. Hang on. Let's just correct that. I got in the way as it was jumping over. That's something you need to be careful of, because if the package hits you while you're jumping over, you could divert it to the wrong place and then you get an error. Okay, I'm going to pack up all this paint and all that other paint and I'm going to go and leave it outside. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we can just put it on the desk. And in the morning we can come and take the pallets away and everything will be good. Right, how are we doing? Everything is emptying very quickly. It's clearing the machines very quickly. Very smooth. And of course we have the parcels jumping around all over the place. I haven't seen any of them marked fragile, so yeah, here's hoping. I'm not quite happy with the position of the desk. I don't know. Is it okay here? I mean, it's across a belt from the screen. Yeah, it's probably alright. Let's go and get some plants. We need some plants. And I'm really hoping that we can put plants on top of these sorting machines. So into the shop, into decorations. We don't have any of those or those or those yet. What else do we have on decorations? I think we've pretty much used everything. Basketball hoop? Let's get a basketball hoop. And another ball. Right, check out. I'll need to use my second favorite palette and collect everything. Right, so we could put the basketball hoop outside, but, you know, while we're checking up... Oh, gosh. I hope I'm not going to interrupt anything. Jump over the belts. Alright, here's the basketball hoop, and I can't see the direction. Ah, it looks like that might be the right direction. Yeah, there we go. And we can unpack the ball and just, for now, just leave it over here. Perfect. Hope we're accurate, otherwise it's being sent off by rail. Right, let's see if we can, let's see how we can place it. Okay, it goes on the table, does not go on conveyors. Does, oh, I saw a green flash there. What was that? It doesn't go on these machines. I can put it in midair though, like there. Yeah, I'm not sure that that's right. What a pity we can't put it on top of these machines. And they're so small. Let's have a look at the other ones. Yeah, look at that's even smaller. I'm gonna land up with all of these things on my desk. Well, it's a little disappointing, I suppose. Would have liked to have put them somewhere other than on the floor or on a desk. And they're definitely not going to work on the floor. They are just too small. But it's cool. Now we've got a desk full of nice little plants. We could get ourselves maybe some more trees. I don't know, let's get 10 of them. It might be a bit much, but hey. And it looks like we're almost done. Just a few more packages to go over here. Not going to get another submission through today. And everything just ran smoothly. Even these machines for the last 3 days, there have been no jams in them. So that's very nice. Let's do that in the morning. 592 for the day is not bad. Yeah, pretty much a perfect day. And I think I can take this pallet away now. There we go. I've got my floating pile of boxes. Gonna just drop this over here for a second. I'm gonna close the maritime gate. So that belt is paused. I will unpause air freight because that's happening today. And then we can open up. Let the day run. Right, let's put these trees down. So there we go. There's one. I have to find good places for all of these. Put them in little gaps. And try and keep them a little bit spaced out at least. Yeah, I'm just kind of dropping them all over the place. I think 10 might have been a little bit too much. Nah, it's fine. I'm sure we'll manage to work through it. Right, where am I missing stuff? Down on this side, I think. Pop one in there, and we'll get another one over here. Excellent. That side looks pretty good. This side, I put one in over here, and I have one left to do. I have no idea where I'm going to put this one. Maybe over on this side. I don't have much over here, so we'll put it over there. Good. We have forestry going on. So I'm thinking perhaps a little time-lapse. We'll time-lapse the rest of this day to the amazing Certa Plays channel theme song. Enjoy.
Beneath the molten, in the heart's embrace, Certa's roar, a deadly grace. Through the trials where the shadows chase, he finds his strength, a warrior's place. In the ash and dust where legends wake, he forges on, the earth will quake. In the flames where embers dance, it searches game. He builds in shadows, he thrives. Survival's his name through the scorched terrain. Under the endless fire skies, let me take you there. The earth will quake.
Hope you enjoyed the music. So now we're going to do something outlandish. Being the final episode in this series, I'm going to run for another week. I'm going to do a little cheat. I'm going to let this full up for next week, Wednesday. I had one error. Let's go and see what it was. I think maybe I might have bumped something. Incorrect sticker applied to parcel. Invalid approval. The serial number was invalid. Okay, now that wasn't me. That's not on me for sure. I have no idea what happened there. That brings us up to 45, but it's okay. Accuracy all time 100%. Ignore these numbers. They don't exist. So yeah, I'm going to stack this up so we can have our biggest day ever. We'll set a record. I want to fill this rack up. I want to get the air freight rack as filled up as possible. In fact, I'm going to stop it right now. Leave whatever is on the rack, and we're going to run this, and I'll be back next week, Wednesday. It's day 45, Wednesday, 9 a.m. We're going to clear up outside because this is the big day. Today, we try and set a record. Now, I'm pretty convinced we'll get over 700. I'm interested in knowing how close we get to 800. What we have here are 13 full air freight racks plus a pile of boxes on the floor because mistimed things a little. And on this side, I think we have 11 full racks for the rail because I mistimed that one as well. Let me make sure maritime is closed because we don't want any of those going through. And I think we can start running things. So I will open air freight and then head over to the rail and we'll open that. And we haven't even opened and we've already made 32. Now I've had errors in the past week. Many of them were because I was standing in front of the launch conveyors and yeah, it's on me. I've got this bad habit of standing around looking at things in completely the wrong place. All right, we'll open the day and let's get this record day started. And I'm going to try and avoid going too much into that side because that's where the problems come from. Anyway, while that's all happening, let's have a look at the process. Every incoming gate has 3 storage racks and they loop, comes out of the truck, all upgraded. They loop through. This is a buffer in case something goes wrong, and it was also used in the earlier game to make sure that we emptied everything out of the truck and got maximum income. So here we have 2 gates, and each gate has a sticker checker followed by a weight scanner. Those feed through, go to the first one, in this case country scanner, cargo type, serial number, stamp, and then we have the contents prohibited diverter belt, which will send anything that needs to be checked into this scanner to check the contents. If they're approved, they come out. Same with everything else. If anything is approved here, it comes onto the belt, goes into the next step. Right, and then back to the beginning. So obviously the approval belts come through and they merge from the weight conveyors. We have the sticker checkers. They have 3 outputs. The declined go out and they merge together just over here. And I have a similar setup for the approved. So from the sticker checker, these come over and they merge with this one and they go down a line. Every output gate has buffer storage, except for the road. The road doesn't need buffer storage because there's no day that the road gate is closed. It's always open. So it doesn't need any buffer, it just flows straight in. The same applies to the declined. I have 2 declined gates, one on that end, one on this end. Both of them are open full time, no buffer required. Now for the sorting. So once they're approved, they come down the line, all of the lines merge over here, and we go into a sticker applicator for approvals. On the declined side, we have a declined sticker applicator, and that puts the declined stickers on. If there aren't any on, the sticker gets applied and it goes through. Same on the other side. And then here we have a little bit of magic happening. After the sticker's been applied, it'll go through the cargo type diverter. On the first one, I've got, let's hop over to the other side. Because of where things are laid out, this is my maritime, this is my air. The air is diverted out of here, goes into this storage. The maritime comes out of this side, goes through onto this storage. And then on the other side, the last output is set to other. So that takes whatever else is going through. Now by this time, we've already filtered out all the invalid cargo types. So the others come in here. This one splits rail down this line into that buffer storage. The other one takes the road out and that heads down in that direction, does a loop, and goes into the road gate. And then this one on this side is set to none, so there's no confusion. Now, in order to make this whole thing run smoothly, I actually needed to do a little diversion. I needed to split what was coming out of these 3 gates on the approval side to bring a portion of them using a smart splitter into this cargo type diverter, and that then splits out road and rail, which connect to the belt. This splitter basically just balances whatever is coming through on either side, so it checks which side is more busy, and if they detect a side that's busy, it diverts it to the other side. But that's basically just to take the load off this section over here that was backing up pretty badly. This rail one connects into the rail line coming from this side and pushes through. The road freight comes through here, and I use a launch conveyor just to hop this over to that belt, and then it ties into the road line. On this side, with a couple of launch conveyors, I have got... Oh, hang on, there's a problem. So on this side, I've got a couple of launch conveyors, one bringing the approvals over to join into the approval line over here, and then the declined ones I'm bringing through, and they hop in this belt going over that way. And these have been upgraded to level 2. If you go to level 3, it goes too far and it causes issues. So that one and this one are at level 2. This little one over here is at level 1 because I only needed a small hop. You could use a bridge, but then you would have to put a bridge over these 2 lines because it only hops 1 belt. And then you'd have to run this belt underneath. Now, I wasn't too keen on that because it kind of pauses the belt, because if you watch how the parcels move on conveyors, they will not move to the next conveyor until it's clear. So if you have a ramp, that's 3 sections of conveyor, but the game treats it as 1. So you'll get parcels stalling, waiting for the bridge to be cleared before the next parcel can go onto the bridge. So that makes it a bit useless in this situation. And that's basically it. I've got the same kind of setup as I had over here for these 2 gates. And then that 3rd gate over there, I've only got a single, let's hop over here. I got a single sticker checker and weight scanner, and then the rest of them are as per normal. So that's basically my setup. And yeah, I've got everything color-coded, just because you can. Oop, I better get out the way. Yeah, don't stand in front of these because it causes issues. The parcels bounce off you and then you don't know where they land half the time. Now, obviously, there's some good stuff happening. We are cleared out. Forget that. All right, we are cleared out on this side. We're still waiting for these racks to empty. We're waiting for the racks over there to empty. There's still some parcels coming through from here. Now, I think we got backed up slightly with that little box that had fallen off the edge of that launcher. But we're up to 672, and we still have parcels. We still have a lot of parcels. In fact, we've got so many I can start loading them on belts again. Yeah, so I've cheesed this day a little bit just to see what we could do. And we're already over 700. We're on 736 and almost at $700,000. Nice. Folks, I think we're going to break that 800 mark. But by how much? I think it's safe for me to walk around now. All of the processing has been done. We've just got to put everything through to the output gates. These are still going. Those are still going. And there are quite a few there still. And we've just hit 800. That's 800 parcels that have gone out today so far. We have just passed 900. We still have parcels on the shelves on both sides. This might be a lot bigger than I thought. We are at 992. Can we get to 1,000? We need one more submission. And I think that is the parcel that's going to do it. Look at that, 1,000. And we're not finished because there's some more still to go through on this side. Yep, we're definitely getting another one. 1,024. I don't think we're going to get any more through today. Not enough left on this rack. And I think we are finished on the other side completely. Yep, that is the end of the day. I'll close off air freight because there's no air freight tomorrow. 1,024. That's a big bite. And if anyone's got a better record than that, please let me know. And pop over to my Discord, post your screenshot because I'd be very keen on seeing that being beaten. I'm going to sleep. Oh, and by the way, it was a perfect day as well. So let's sleep and I will let you in on a little spoiler secret in the morning. That is an unbelievable day. So I think I've pretty much done everything that I've wanted to in this game. And if you haven't got the hidden achievement yet, and you don't want to know how to get it, stop watching now, because there is a hidden achievement in this game, and it has to do with a banana. So I'm going to stack 4 boxes right there. Let's stack 2 more in front of it. And then I'm going to jump up here, jump up onto the next one, and then jump up onto this little awning over here above the door. We're going to go to the end. Don't try and jump too early, otherwise you'll get stopped by that. We're going to jump over here, and then we're going to walk across the rail just like that. Now we can see the outside, and that's what the outside area of this building looks like. Right, then we jump down over here, and we head to the back of the parking lot, and there's an open container over there. And when you get here, you will have found the big bananas. Right, well, I actually haven't explored too much out here. Don't really intend to do too much exploring, but we can walk around, apparently quite far, and this truck isn't planning on moving anytime soon. I am not sure I want to go in there. That looks like a bit of under the map stuff. These are the outgoing cargo ports, and then around the back, this is, I think, the declined cargo ports over here, and a couple more over there. Alright, well, let's walk around the whole building and have a look at it. Here's the other declined one. There are stairs that we can't climb. Alright, well, that's the end of the road then. Try and go around the outside in this direction. I'm not sure if there's a gap that we... No, there's no gap over on that side. Anyway, I haven't found a way to get back in yet, but I do want to see if I can find that missing paint can. And I think it was down here somewhere. No, that's... Oh, wait, there it is. I can't get in there, but it might be... We might be able to get it from the other side. Can't hop over there. Can't duck in here. Can't squeeze through that. Can't jump on the truck. So I reckon the best way to do it, hit escape, unstuck, and you'll end up back in your container. And that's it, folks. If you liked this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this game and on my little setup. But I really thank you so much. This series has been extremely successful for my channel. Been great to have you all here. I really do appreciate the support. Feel free to join me on Discord. Link is in the description. But really, thank you so much. And until the next time, cheers.